Now we'll see what are exponential and logarithmic functions. Okay. Before we get into what kind of functions they are, let's first try to understand the basics of what an exponent and logarithm means. I'm not adding the word function to it. So we are looking on a basic level. Let's say there is an example like this. If someone asks you 2 raised to the power 3 is going to give you 8, right? So exponent is like this. The same exponent, if someone says convert it into the logarithmic form, then how you do is observe it carefully. So it is like this: log of 8 base 2 is equal to 3. So look at the meaning of it. So here 2 is called as the base. The base 2, when it is multiplied with itself 3 times, that is the power is there, or we call it as exponent, then you have a value that is coming out. The value is 8. Okay, you are doing the reverse operation. So when you write log of 8, you read it as log of 8 base 2 is equal to 3. Here what is happening? The base is remaining the same. So here the base is 2, here the base is 2. The meaning of the statement is this base should be raised by a power of 3 to get a value of 8. So that is the meaning of logarithm. Okay. So for logarithm, if you observe the parts, this 2 is the base and 3 is called as the power or exponent. It is called as the power or exponent, and this 8 is called as the argument. Okay, this is the technical name, but as of now you can understand it as value. That is what we have done here is when an exponential value is given, you did the inverse operation. So this kind of an operation is called as an inverse operation. So you did an inverse operation to find out the reverse process. Similarly, that is to find the logarithm of that particular value. Similarly, if the logarithm of 125 base 5 is asked to, they are asking you to find it out and write the same in the exponent form. Okay, then what you're supposed to do is this argument to the base. So then what is the meaning of 125? 125 is nothing but 5 should be raised to the power of what value? We don't know that value. Let's say 5 should be raised to the value of x so that you get 125. So when you try to write it in the reverse order, 5 power x will be equal to 125. We know that 5 raised to the power of 3 is going to be 125. Now when you bring and write it here, then 5 power 3 is equal to 125 is called as the exponential form of the given logarithmic form. So what we can conclude from here is exponents and logarithms are the inverse operations of each other. Okay. Now what we are going to do is we are going to extend this concept to the functions. So here what we have done is we have taken the values which are fixed, right? Now if I have a number 2 power 3 is equal to 8, this 2 I am calling it as base. So to this base, let's say there is a fixed value a that is going to be assigned. It need not be 2 always, it can be 3, it can be 5, it can be anything. So if I call that base as a and I am changing the power, the exponent to some other variable x, if this is equal to y, meaning of this is depending on whatever base you are taking and whatever power the base is being raised to, is going to give you an output value y. So if you are able to write y is equal to some base raised to the power x, then this is what is called as an exponential function. Okay, so the definition comes from the basics of exponents only. In a similar way, as I told you, exponents and the logarithms, exponent and logarithms are inverse operations to each other. If suppose if I say x is equal to a power y, then how can I write it in the logarithmic form? Then log of x base a is equal to y. Can I write it like this? Right. So that is what we have done here. Here a means what? The base. Right. So x is going to be the value and y is the exponent. That's what we have discussed already. So according to this discussion, I have written it like this. So from this what we are trying to say is if x is given as a power y, then log of x base a is what is called as y. So y is equal to log x base a is the basic definition of a logarithmic function in mathematics. if the value of a is taken to be e, which is an irrational number, which has a value 2.71828. This is the mostly used value in science. Okay, so science and math also. So if this value is replaced in the place of a, that is y is equal to a power x, when you substitute e here, then it becomes y is equal to e power x. Then this is a special case of an exponential function. The special case of exponential function. In a similar way, if I write y is equal to log of x base a, in the place of a if I substitute e again, then it will become log of x base e. Then this is also a special type of logarithm called as natural logarithm. So in your mathematics, we are using natural logarithm. If you look at all the questions, they will not give you log x base e, they will just give you log x. So it is understood that when you're dealing it in mathematics, you're dealing with natural logarithm. To explain, if the value of base is 10, okay, just for the sake of explanation, then this can be written as log of x base 10. So this log of x base 10 is what is called as common logarithm. So this common logarithm are the values on which your log table, the Clark's table is there, right? You have the log book. In the log book, whatever value is calculated, they are calculated according to the common logarithm. Whereas in your math, that is when you're solving the problem based on calculus. Okay, that is when you're doing differentiation or integration, when they give you log x, you need to have it clear in your mind that we are dealing with natural logarithm, means the base is going to be e. Please be very careful with this. So what is the conclusion? So the general form of an exponential function is y is equal to a power x. Sometimes we will have y is equal to e power x also, where the value of e is fixed, which is 2.71828. It is an approximate value. Okay. Similarly, if y is equal to log x base a, this is the general form of a logarithm. If y is written as log of x base e, then this is the natural logarithm which is used in our mathematics. So this is the conclusion. Next, there are certain properties that are associated with the logarithmic function. So logarithmic function has certain properties which we will be using in our mathematics. One is called as the product rule. That is, if you have log of x into y base a, that is log of product of two terms base a. Don't get confused between this x and y. It is not this x and y. We are trying to say, we are trying to find the logarithm of product of two numbers with the base a. Then this can be written as log of x base a plus log of y base a. So the base will not change, but it will be the sum of two individual logarithms. So that is what is called as product rule. So I am not showing you the proof here because it is beyond the scope. So try to understand. So this is most commonly used in the next exercise. Similarly, you have another rule called as a quotient rule, that is log of, if it is a ratio of two numbers base a, then it is written as log x base a minus log of y base a. So this is called as the quotient rule. Similarly, you have power rule. So power rule is log of x power p base a is written as, this power comes as a multiplication factor. It is written as p log of x base a. So have this in your mind. Similarly, there is another concept called as change of base rule. Change of base rule in the sense, it is log x base a. So here the base is a. If you want to change it to some other variable, let's say b, then you can write it as log x base b divided by log of a base b. So this a will also become the argument for the denominator. That is what we are trying to say. Okay, this is one rule. And the other rule is log of x base a is equal to 1 by log of a base x. Please have this in your mind. It is not mentioned in the table. This is another property. Note down in your book. Similarly, the last one is equality rule. Equality rule is, if log of x base a is equal to log of y base a, if the bases are the same, then you can say that the arguments are also the same. That is, x is equal to y. Just like how you deal with exponents. If a power x is equal to a power y, you say x is equal to y. Similar is the case with respect to logarithms also. So this is all about the exponential function and logarithmic function along with their properties.